What's up, boxing fan? This is Anna here to do another boxing analysis. This analysis is between Triple G, or as people know him as Gennady Golovkin from Kazakhstan, versus Curtis Stevens from Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. Okay, let's get down to it. You have Superman, as they call him, Triple G. You have Kryptonite, Curtis Stevens. Curtis Stevens, is a big puncher, known as a big puncher. That's what he's, hyped up to be. And Triple G's hype is that he's just a destroyer. He's a monster. And the title of this is When Monsters Collide. I mean, it fits the bill. You have two guys that really want to prove something. They want to take over the New York market. A lot of guys in boxing just think boxing is just all about just getting a knockout. Yeah, it is, but you want to look impressively while doing it. You don't want to have any flaws, because you want to really take over different markets in the U.S. so you can make the most money possible. And Triple G's people, I believe it's called K5 or K1, K2 yeah, K2 Promotions. They're really trying to build Gennady Golovkin to be a pay-per-view star. That's why he's getting better and better with his English and his grammar. But it's all for a whole other topic. But this fight is very important because the IBO and the WBA titles, middleweight titles, are on the line. This is a very important fight, and this will show, who's better in the middleweight division and ready for, Sergio Maravilla Martinez, who has the ring championships and, all the big championships right now. Let me get to Gennady Golovkin real quick, let you guys know, because you guys don't know a lot about boxing, to be honest. A lot of casual fans out there just see his power, and they don't see how he sets up his power, his intelligence, his footwork, the way that he bends his waist and bends his body, and then uses a lot of torque on his punches and throws his left hooks and sets things up with a touch jab. A touch jab is when you just touch the person and then you set up with your overhand right or your left hook. I mean, he throws combinations very fluently. You can tell he's been boxing for a long time. He's had over 200 knockouts in the amateurs, from what I've heard, in 375 amateur bouts. And I mean, the dude is something special. He won a silver medal in the Olympics in the 2004 Athens Games, 2003 in Bangkok, World Championships amateurs, won gold in middleweight. In the Asian Games light middleweight, he had won gold. So let me get down to it. When it comes to his power, he's 24 knockouts, 27 wins for a reason, undefeated. He sets things up, just like the new Buhiro Ishida fight. He knocked him out with constant pressure, head movement, and throwing overhand rights after he throws, his jab. But he always sets it up with feints. He'll step to you, act like he's gonna punch, get you to get in a defensive mode. Exploits the angles, because he knows angles very well. He knows how to box, and he knows boxing. It's as simple as that. Let's get down to the Matthew Macklin fight. With the Matthew Macklin fight, it was all a case that he was running around like a chicken with his head cut off. He was very scary. Never seen Matthew Macklin like that, but I guess that jab is that powerful. That's one of his biggest punches. It's one of the most important punches in boxing, if you people don't know. A great time jab will set up many things and show your ring generalship throughout the fight. It's one of the easiest punches to throw if you know what you're doing and you have years of experience in it. That's what he had. Anyways, he hit him with the setup. The setup is when you throw a left uppercut, right uppercut, and then left hook to the body, right to the kidneys. And like I said, he had a lot of torque on that. A whole lot of power was because of the hips. He turned his hips into the shot, landed on the liver, down goes Macklin. And Stevens' defense is going to have to improve immensely if he's going to win this fight. It's going to be in Madison Square Garden, November 2nd on HBO. Let's get down to Curtis Stevens. What does he do well? 25 wins, 18 by knockout with 3 losses. Pretty good record, not bad at all, And I mean, he's a puncher. That's what people know him as. But I see him a little bit more than he has a good jab. He knows how to walk down opponents if you're, not ready for him, and he knows how to really. He has good timing, and that's why he gets the knockouts that he does, because of his timing. You know, timing is everything in boxing. People always look at the speed and power, and that's all great and good, but timing is everything. You know, location is everything. And I just feel that Curtis Stevens can, you know, exploit some of Triple G's weaknesses, and that is that sometimes Triple G gets too comfortable and he throws many combinations, and nothing really ever comes back at him because the person's getting hurt so much. I think Curtis Stevens is tough enough to take those blows, and we're going to see that night. I don't know, to be honest. But I think he's tough enough to take those blows, and we'll really see what Gennady Golovkin is made of. You know, like I say, he's from Kazakhstan, guys. You know, a lot of people think he's Russian, but he's from Kazakhstan. Very good amateur pedigree, like I said. That's what sets up many of, you know, his knockouts for real to me, because he's so used to it. It's like second nature to him, you know. I see him winning this fight though. Let me just get straight to it, because his great time jab, Triple G's jab is amazing. It's very powerful. He steps into it, and he doesn't just throw it just to throw it. And if he does, it's because you're on the road and you're defensive mode. He's using his brain, his intelligence, to figure out what angle power shot should I throw. The majority of his shots that he throws are power shots. If he's touching you, best believe he's setting you up for a big, big, big blow. So you guys tell me what you think. I believe it's going to be a 7th round KO. Just TKO. There's too many punches, too much punishment by Triple G. But, you know, it could be Curtis Stevenson hit him with a big left hook in the first four rounds. I see one of them getting knocked down and getting back up. Well, actually both of them getting knocked down in this fight. We'll see who lasts in this fight. It's going to be all about power, timing, intelligence, and range ownership, and who can implement their style and dictate the tempo, the pace of the fight. That's a big, big thing that people overlook when it comes to a boxing fight. And Triple G is very good at that. He's almost a master at it. He's up there with Mayweather in my eyes. It's just my opinion. In my eyes, with his jab and his footwork and him walking you down, you know. And he throws a hard, stiff left-hand jab. I mean, just textbook. And he usually busts people up, busts your nose. Look what he did to Gary Rizal, even though that's my guy. Modico stand up. But, hey, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. If Curtis Stevens does win, it has to be by knockout. I can't see him winning a 12-round decision with everybody wanting Triple G, even though his whole team to, you know, move up. And then they have so much money and stock into the guy. I mean, Curtis Stevens has to put on a masterful boxing show to, you know, win a 12-round decision. So he has to win by knockout. If he does, it'll be because the first 4 or 5 rounds, that's when Triple G's most vulnerable in my eyes, because he's still trying to figure you out most of the time. He's, you know, trying to feel you out, even though he does throw very hard punches in that regard. And Triple G says he's looking for the knockout. It's not going to go past 5 rounds, and who am I to say it won't? You know, the guy has much, much power, and he sets it up, and he's intelligent, so that's always a threat. But Curtis Stevens does win either by his left hook or his overhand right, and he'll drop Gennady because he hit him with a body shot first to set it up. Left hook to the body, overhand right, or it'll be because he set it up with his jab, and Gennady is about to punch, and he throws an overhand right and comes up. He has a very good left uppercut, so I forgot to tell you guys that. When he gets you on the ropes, he throws good left uppercuts, and so does Gennady. He's an uppercut specialist himself. But yeah, 7th round, TKO stoppage, too much power, too much intelligence, too much speed, too many angles, and the timing with the jab. Get back to me in the comment section below. Peace.